Welcome to our special feature on the best photos of World War II. In this collection of powerful images, we witness moments of courage, sacrifice, and hope that defined an era. Get ready to embark on a visual journey through the most striking and emotional moments of this historic conflict. Subscribe now and join us on this journey through history. In the depths of World War II, as the Eastern Front saw some of the most grueling battles between Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union, one of the critical tools in the Soviet arsenal was the PTRD-41 anti-tank rifle. On March 4, 1943, Soviet anti-tank gunners armed with these formidable weapons were photographed marching near Vyazma, Russia. This town had been a focal point of conflict during the Battle of Moscow and was significant for control of the region. The PTRD-41 was a single-shot, bolt-action anti-tank rifle, weighing approximately 17.3 kilograms and was over 2 meters long. Capable of firing a 14.5 mm armor-piercing round, it could penetrate up to 40 mm of armor at distances up to 100 meters, making it effective against light armored vehicles and tanks. Despite its size and weight, it was relatively simple in design and operation, which allowed for rapid mass production and ease of use by Soviet troops. As these gunners marched, they were not just moving towards another military engagement, but they were also part of a larger strategy to repel the German forces from Soviet territory. Their presence near Vyazma was critical in reinforcing the defensive lines and preparing for counteroffensives that would eventually push back the German army. The PTRD-41, although eventually outclassed by thicker tank armor developments, played a crucial role in the early years of the conflict. The image of these gunners, therefore, is not just a snapshot of a day in the war but a symbol of the Soviet resistance and the relentless push against the invading forces during one of the most challenging times on the Eastern Front. In the bitterly cold winter of early 1940, the conflict known as the Winter War raged between the Soviet Union and Finland. This lesser-known but fiercely contested part of World War II saw the Finnish forces, vastly outnumbered and outgunned, resisting the Soviet invasion that began in late 1939. On March 4, 1940, a Soviet soldier was captured in a photograph near Viipuri, now Viborg, Russia, lying in a prone position equipped with a rifle and a protective shield. Viipuri, then Finland's second-largest city and a crucial strategic point near the Finnish-Soviet border, became a focal point of intense battles. The city's defense was vital for Finland's efforts to maintain control over its southern territories and provide a buffer against the advancing Soviet forces. The image of the soldier with a rifle and shield illustrates the severe conditions and the nature of the fighting during this phase of the war. The shield used by the soldier was likely a form of makeshift armor designed to protect infantry from shrapnel, bullets, and other battlefield hazards. These shields were not widespread in use, but were part of the Soviet military's attempts to innovate infantry tactics under the extreme conditions of the Winter War. The soldier's prone position suggests a moment of tension and readiness, typical of the sniper and infantry tactics employed during the period. In May 1944, as the Allies intensified their efforts to defeat Japanese forces in the Pacific, the 163rd Infantry Regiment, part of the 41st Infantry Division, played a pivotal role in the operations across New Guinea. This regiment, composed of National Guardsmen from the northwestern United States, was engaged in some of the most challenging and crucial battles of the New Guinea campaign. During this period, New Guinea was a critical battleground due to its strategic location and its role as a stepping stone for the Allied advance towards the Philippines and eventually Japan. The terrain of New Guinea presented unique challenges. It was characterized by dense jungles, rugged mountains, and a lack of infrastructure, which made military operations exceedingly difficult and hazardous. The photograph taken in May 1944 captures a moment of pause for soldiers of the 163rd Infantry Regiment during an advance. This pause was not merely a break in combat, but a necessary respite to deal with the harsh jungle conditions, plan their next moves, and manage logistics for supplies and reinforcements. On September 15, 1944, U.S. Marines embarked on what would be one of the bloodiest battles of the Pacific War, the Battle for Peleliu. This small island in the Palau chain was considered vital for securing the flank of General Douglas MacArthur's upcoming Philippines invasion. The Japanese defenders, deeply entrenched and fortified, were determined to fight to the last man. The photograph from the Frederick R. Findner collection captures Marines in the midst of combat, nearly across the vital airfield on Paliliu. This airfield was a strategic objective because of its potential use by the Allies for launching operations in the region. The Japanese headquarters buildings, located at the northern end of this airfield, made it a heavily defended focal point of the island's defenses. The battle's intensity is underscored by the stark conditions under which this photo was taken. Marines faced not only a determined enemy but also the brutal heat and rough terrain, which added to the difficulty of their advance. The coral surface of the island, sharp and jagged, was unforgiving, making movement and the establishment of supply lines incredibly challenging. The photo captures a moment when these Marines, amidst relentless fighting, had almost succeeded in crossing the airfield. This was a critical moment in the battle, signifying a significant breakthrough in overcoming the Japanese defenses. Despite the high expectations, the battle extended far longer and was much bloodier than anticipated, with heavy casualties on both sides. The strategic significance of capturing Paliliu, especially the airfield, was to deny its use by the Japanese and to prepare for further Allied advances in the Pacific, notably the Philippines. The image not only reflects the sheer will and determination of the Marines, but also highlights the harsh realities of war and the significant sacrifices made during these critical operations. On December 13, 1950, the Battle of Chosin Reservoir, a pivotal and brutal confrontation during the Korean War, came to an end. This battle was characterized by fierce fighting in extremely harsh winter conditions, where U.S. Marine and Army units faced encirclement by larger Chinese forces. One of the significant moments captured during this battle is from a photograph in the Oliver P. Smith collection at the Marine Corps Archives and Special Collections, dated December 6, 1950. It shows Marines from the Regimental Combat Team 7, RCT-7, advancing up a ridge to clear it of enemy forces. This specific action was part of a larger effort to break through Chinese encirclement and reopen a route to the sea, which was vital for the survival and eventual withdrawal of UN forces from the area. The photograph encapsulates a moment of intense action, with infantry moving through snowy, rugged terrain under the constant threat of enemy fire. The Battle of Chosin Reservoir is often remembered for the extreme cold, with temperatures dropping to as low as -35 degrees Fahrenheit, -37 degrees Celsius. These conditions posed severe logistical challenges and risks, including frostbite and mechanical failures. Despite these obstacles, the Marines and other UN troops displayed remarkable tenacity and courage. The strategic significance of this battle lies in its demonstration of resolve under pressure. The successful breakout by the UN forces, though costly, was a testament to their discipline and tactical prowess. It also marked a turning point in the Korean War, leading to the eventual negotiation of boundaries that are still in place today. The image from the USMC archives powerfully conveys the grit and determination of the Marines during one of the toughest battles in military history. As they moved to clear the ridge, each step was a fight for survival and a step towards accomplishing their mission under the most adverse conditions imaginable. As we reflect on the harrowing days of the Battle of Chosin Reservoir, it's essential to recognize the extraordinary courage and resilience demonstrated by the Marines and their comrades. This battle was not just a test of military strategy, but a profound trial of human spirit and endurance. The image of Marines advancing up a snowy ridge, against overwhelming odds, encapsulates a narrative of bravery and determination that continues to inspire. The legacy of Chosin is one of valor in the face of adversity. It reminds us of the sacrifices made by those who fought, many of whom paid the ultimate price in such unforgiving conditions. As we close this chapter of our journey through history, let us carry forward the memory of their indomitable spirit, ensuring that their sacrifices were not in vain and continue to serve as a beacon of strength and perseverance. Thank you for watching, and remember to honor and remember the heroes of Chosin, whose steadfast resolve at one of the coldest battles in military history has left an indelible mark on our collective memory.